Hurry up and get calling. There's coyotes down here howling right now.
This week on Kentucky Afield.
Come up through the top here, like that.
To wrap up 2020, we've picked out some of our favorite segments from the past year.
Right here, right here. There's two of them come over the hill right now.
And we're bringing them to you right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd say that's a good one.
Best of 2020 Part 1 is coming up next on Kentucky Afield.
Man, there's coyotes everywhere. That's a third one.
We're pushing 200 pounds on our best 5 fish today.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl. Hey, boy.
That's a big rabbit.
Nice job.
Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look at it. It's a keeper.
Here it goes! Boom!
Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. We covered a vast array of topics here in 2020 on Kentucky Afield, one of which was predator hunting.
What I like about coyote hunting is, for one, every hunt's different. Every hunt's a challenge. You have to really study the farm that you're going to and figure out, where you think the coyotes are and where they're going to come from and where you need to set accordingly. I like to try to sit somewhere with a good vantage point. You want to always be aware of your wind and where your wind is going. And a lot of times a coyote will actually come downwind of you or the call and smell what he's hearing before he comes to the call. They smell for their food, they smell for danger. They live by their nose, so any kind of inkling of smell from you, they're gone. It's over with. To me, the better times of the year to hunt is December, January, February, kind of the colder months. But you can get out and kill one in the summertime too. Coyote hunting's legal year round. We're at a cattle farm right now. Here in a couple months, these cows are going to start calving. Coyotes have been known to get into calves, and they cost the farmers a lot of money. You can use pretty much any weapon you want in coyote hunting. I use a 22-250. It's a small, quick bullet, good out to 300-400 yards if you can shoot that far. If you don't care about the pelts, you can use a 7 mag. You can use whatever you wanted. If you're hunting a thicker woods or a thicker area, you might consider using a shotgun.
Well, it's a cold morning. This is a new farm. I got permission to coyote hunt. The farmer, he's got some cows and stuff out here, and of course he wants the coyotes gone. We're gonna try to slip back here and see if we can pull a couple out of the thicket. We'll sit on this fence line somewhere. See this whole field here with some thick cover at the very end of it. Oh my gosh. We got coyotes howling down here right now. We gotta hurry up and set up. Gotta hurry up and get calling. There's coyotes down here howling right now.
Typically, I put the call anywhere from 30 to 50 yards away from where I sit, but today we were in a rush to get set up, so I put probably 20 yards out. And I had a decoy out. A lot of times that decoy takes the focus off of you. The coyotes are focused on that decoy, so you can get away with a lot more movement. I started out with a lone female howl. I waited maybe 2 minutes and went directly into a rabid distress. You know, it's 18 degrees out here and it's in the middle of the winter, so a coyote cannot pass up an easy meal like that. It wasn't 5 minutes into the calling sequence when we spotted 2 coyotes coming over the hill towards us.
Right here, right here. There's 2 of them coming over the hill right now. Woo! Woo! Left or right? I'm on the left. Okay. We got one. Let's see if we can get this other one to come back. Here it is, right here, right here, right here. I don't know about that one. Whew. We got one down. There's at least one more. Right here, right here, right here. At the very left, to the left. You ready? Yeah. Oh, dang it. My gun was on safety. Come on, right here. Right behind us, right behind us. There's 2 down. Man, there's coyotes everywhere. That's a 3rd one. That's a completely different coyote. I just happened to look around and he was back there. Let's go check these out.
Anytime you can go out and kill a coyote, it's an awesome time. It's a great set. But if you can pull out 2 on the same stand, it's really something special. Here he is. It's like a male. He's definitely not this year's coyote, I wouldn't think. We checked out the first coyote and it was a big male. I'm assuming the one that, came in with him was his female. It's close to February. Their breeding season is upon us, so a lot of times this time of year they'll be paired. I was able to make a good shot on this one and put him down right here. We do have another one on the opposite side of us where we were sitting, so let's go check him out. Here's the second coyote right here. Let's see what we got here. It's like this is a female. If I had to guess, I would think that this is a yearling. The second coyote was a young female coming in for an easy meal. Apparently she didn't care about all the commotion that was going on because she was coming in without a care in the world. We would have never seen this coyote. This is directly straight behind where we were sitting. And I just happened to look over my shoulder and then there she was. I got lucky. Coyote hunting, it's for anybody. Anybody can do it. You can do it anywhere. There's coyotes everywhere. So it's a year-round thing you can do. And it's a great pastime between deer season and turkey season. It's completely different from deer hunting or the turkey hunting. You have to outsmart a predator. They're such a smart animal. The landowner should be really happy, and I will definitely be back to this farm.
One of the most productive days we had fishing this whole entire year happened on the Ohio River with Captain Ben Goebel.
Okay.
This is a new dam on the Ohio River.
Ohio River, yes it is.
So this is an area I've never fished before, but you've been catching some really nice catfish down here, haven't you?
Yes, we have. The last 2-3 weeks, fishing's been really good down here. We've been catching a lot of numbers and a lot of good quality fish. A lot of fish in the mid 20-pound range, or low 30s. We're in between fronts right now, and the water flow's good today. And we got a big cold front coming in tomorrow afternoon, so fishing ought to be pretty good today, I would think. We're spot locked here. Got pretty good current. I think we get some bait cut up and get after it here.
Skipjack herring, Asian carp.
Yeah, all that was caught out of the Ohio River. When you're catfishing, you want to fish you want to use what bait they eat. The way I hook these skipjack heads, just come up there like that and run it out the nose. And these cut baits like this, because if you throw them out there, and the guts is the best part there, is just for scent. And I'll just wrap it around that hook there, come up through the top here, like that. Got a 2-ounce sinker, and then we got, you know, maybe that's probably about, you know, 25, 30 inch, maybe a liter at the most.
Okay.
Usually I want my hook dropper pretty close to the bottom of that. We got a little swivel up here. They call these rolling T-swivels.
Okay.
The boat's anchored right now, and you just slowly drop this down. Key to this bumping deal is having multiple size sinkers, because if you don't have multiple size sinkers, you can't get it right. You don't want this bait zipping back here too fast, and you don't want it just sitting there either. So I'm not quite on bottom yet. There, I hit bottom there. And then the trick to this is once you're filming, it's just feeling, that sinker's just barely feeling like a flick down there. It's just real soft. And then as I'm doing that, I got my thumb bar engaged, and I'm just feeling that bottom. And as that current's pushing that bait back, I'm just letting it go back. I'm just slipping a little bit of line out of my thumb there, and we'll just keep walking it back. I tell people when they first learn this, you can't get this bait far enough back from the boat.
Gotcha.
But with that being said, you have to be able to feel that sinker hit bottom. If you're not feeling that sinker hit bottom, then you're not in that strike zone. You gotta be in that strike zone, and it just takes time and practice on being able to do it. Right there's one right there. Let's see. There he is.
You already got a fish hooked up, just giving us a demonstration.
Right there.
Let me get the net here.
Good starter
There you
fish,
go.
probably about a 8-9 pounder there.
Look how fat that fish is.
You think they're feeding up for the fall? It's a beautiful day, sun coming up right now. We're just
Getting started.
Just getting started. Let's see what he weighs here. He's a little heavier than I thought, but right at 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
10-pound fish.
There you go.
Beautiful fish.
Nice fish.
We'll let him go. There he is.
You got him now.
You're fine.
You sure?
Yeah, you're fine.
I got a bite right now too. Doubled up.
Got a double.
Oh, he just come up. No, he's swimming right toward us.
Got a double. Haven't been here 20 minutes.
Swimming right toward me.
Switch sides with you.
Now who gets the net?
Whoever's fish is bigger.
Man, they're such strong fish.
Oh. I ain't used to reeling fish in either, so.
Man, you were way back there.
Oh, this is a nice fish here. Oh yeah, probably 16, 17 pounder here.
I think I got about the same size fish.
Same size. Here, let me help you out.
Ben, if you want this net, I got it. You got him?
We'll just lip them like they do the bass fishing here.
Look at the belly on that thing.
You think these fish are feeding up?
Good Lord, look at that. I mean, look at that belly.
Almost 25.
We have had a bite on every single bump backwards. So that that tells you it's on.
That is some Ohio River catfish at its finest right there.
That is amazing. And I tell you what, it's so strong. I mean, we just caught 40 pound of catfish,
Yeah, just in
45 pound of catfish.
That'd be a good start for a tournament.
Yeah, it sure would.
Release these jokers and let them grow, especially the ones Chad's got. Keep going.
Look at that. Big old fat joker. Healthy fish.
Probably 12 pounds. Yeah, right at it.
If this is something you really wanted to give it a try, Before you buy, you know, just all the gear, hire a guide, come out here and learn it. Because you might end up buying a bunch of stuff that you realize that's not exactly what you needed in the first place. We're catching 25-pounders, wondering where the big ones are at.
Yeah, that's spoiled is what that is. You notice something, Chad's getting into this. When we first started, he was willing to net my fish. Now he hadn't even brought it up yet. Oh yeah.
You see it?
Another 20.
Oh yeah, you got a nice fish here.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice fish.
He's
Man.
He's mid-20s. Look how long that fish is.
That is a long fish right there. We're gonna break 30 pounds if we keep messing around here.
He's 22.
22. That's a good fish, man. What a beautiful fish. We can go tell all his friends it was well worth it. Go ahead and eat you some of that.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move in some faster current here, and then we're actually gonna drift back as we're walking these baits behind us.
We're going hunting for the big fish.
We're going after some bigger blues.
Oh, you got more than a bite. You're hooked up. Oh, look at this.
Another double.
It's stripping some line here. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and get some reels on him if you can. Yeah, get that rod up. I got mine about here in the boat.
Someone pull that hook out, let him wear himself down a little bit.
There's mine. We'll chuck him back.
There he is.
Oh yeah. Oh, this could be big fish of the day right there. Got him. That's our 30-pounder. It'd be nice to get at least a 30 on film. Moved over here first spot.
Doubled on our very first cast.
It ain't always like this, you know. I mean, it's good fishing, but this is right now is spectacular fishing.
Look at that. That fish is going to hit 30, isn't he?
This is a nice fish here.
That is a nice fish.
Oh, God, he's gonna beat me. He's about 37.
37 pounds. I think that might be the biggest catfish I've ever caught. I'm not sure. I've caught one or two close to that size.
Yeah. He's almost pushing 38.
Wow, what a fish. What a fish.
That is why we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning right there to chase that big sucker right there. It never gets old. Been doing this a long time. There he is. It's a feeding frenzy today.
You have to experience this to get an understanding for how strong these fish are.
This is him.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd say that's a good one.
There we go.
Oh, Lord.
Upper 40s. Big ol'.
Wow. What a fish.
Bumping on the Ohio River.
There you go. What a fish.
He's 43.
43 pounds. Just a beautiful, beautiful fish.
This is why you release them right here. The opportunities are out here. You're willing to put the time on the water.
Or hire a guide that has put their time on the water.
Yeah, we're pushing 200 pounds on our best 5 fish today. We're closing in. When the weather's right, catfishing is all about river conditions, river level, and you put fresh bait on there and you learn that technique, and the opportunities are endless. So we're gonna get him back in the water here.
We're very lucky here in Kentucky. We've got all these miles of the Ohio River and some Mississippi River. And all you gotta do is get out here and get below one of these dams, find you a deep hole of water, and give bumping a try.
When you have a bite like this, there ain't anything like it, and it really puts catfishing on the map on what it can be and what it can produce, and that's why we do it.
Many Kentuckians who have spent a lifetime outdoors and on the water have never seen a hellbender. But with some hard work from our biologists and some great partners, hopefully that will change. Hellbenders are our largest native species of salamander we have in Kentucky. They'll get to be probably 2 foot long, sometimes a little bit bigger than 2 foot long. They live entirely in streams, but not only in streams, they have to be in really high quality streams that have really large slab rocks, so big pieces of boulder that are pretty flat, and that's where they live their entire life. In the fall, time of year we're in right now, they'll actually start breeding, and the males will guard large egg masses that are underneath these rocks. Today is part of a project we've been doing for about 2 or 3 years now in collaboration with Purdue University. Some of the researchers from Purdue will come down and assist us in locating adult hellbenders. Everybody puts on wetsuits and snorkels and masks, and then it's just a matter of getting in the stream and snorkeling along, looking at the bottom of the stream for these really large slab rocks that a hellbender would like to live under. Once you find this big rock, or one of these big rocks, you essentially hold your breath, swim under the water, and use a flashlight and kind of stick your face up underneath the rock to look around and literally look and see if there's a hellbender staring you back in the face. Most of the time when you do that, you don't see a hellbender. Mostly there's darters, maybe some fish living underneath the rocks.
I've seen a couple fish that are wedged under the rocks. Yeah, it's got me excited.
Occasionally we'll find a turtle, big snapping turtle, something like that that's living underneath there.
That's a big one.
You got one?
No, there's a big snapping turtle over here.
Oh.
We got one.
Swimming along, we found the first one. Everybody went over and checked it, and before we started trying to pull legs out, we wanted to get a pretty good survey of the site. So within 5 minutes, we found a second one.
Hey, we got another one over here.
So we found 2 hellbenders so far. We're gonna keep moving upstream, see how many guarding males we can find, and then after we do that, we'll come back to the known sites or the known rocks and start using a probe to hopefully pull some eggs out. And I think within maybe an hour and a half or so, we had 4 hellbenders that we had located in maybe a 100-meter section of stream. Then it's just a matter of using probes to see if we can get the males that are guarding the nest, get them to move out of the way enough to where we can run this probe in there and start pulling eggs out.
He won't move. He's not especially aggressive, but he is just blocking the hole. We might come back to him later if we don't get something else.
They're guarding them for a reason. They're wanting to protect these eggs. So it's a little bit of a fight to get that probe past the male. Luckily, we've got 3 more down here. We're gonna try those. If we can't get any from those, we'll try to come back and hit this guy again, hopefully get some eggs out. We were able to go to the second hellbender. At that point, the rock there wasn't as large, so we were able to really get back in them within 5 minutes or so of probing, started pulling eggs out. Typically what happens is you'll get in there and maybe pull out 1 or 2 eggs to start with, but then as you continue to get further back into that rock, further back in past the adult male, you can start pulling out pretty large masses of these eggs out from underneath the rock.
Yeah, we're starting to get some eggs coming out now.
We'll put them in a cooler, and folks from Purdue will take them back to their lab where they will raise these up into adult hellbenders. And the whole reason we do that is in the wild, if a clutch of eggs has maybe 500 in it, you're lucky to get maybe 5 to 10 adult hellbenders to actually survive out of that clutch of 500, maybe 1 to 2%. But if we take these eggs back to the lab, they can get a 60 to 70% survivalship there, which gives us a lot more hellbenders that we can then bring back to our Kentucky streams and hopefully repopulate some of the streams that used to have good populations that don't anymore. Having pretty good success so far pulling the eggs out. Haven't had good luck yet on getting the actual adult male out of the nest, so hopefully we can find another one.
Put your goggles back on and watch this corner of the rock. I think the hellbender might come out this side.
Okay. He had actually a second chamber that he could use to exit the rock from. So at that point, we had agitated him to the point to where he was ready to abandon ship and leave whatever eggs he had there and try to find a place to get away from us. So I was able to grab him and put him into a net so that we could take him back, process him, see how big he was, how much he weighed, if he had any sort of health problems, and really check him over to see what sort of health he was in. In studying the life cycle a little bit from what we've seen so far, most of what we're encountering in the wild with our hellbender population are really old hellbenders. So this is a species that can live for multiple decades.
51 centimeters. Total length.
Funding for this project has been a mix not only of federal funding that Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife gets, but it's also funding through the Kentucky Wild program. Kentucky Wild is a program where citizens, not just in Kentucky, but around the U.S. or the world, can contribute to the department, and 100% of that funding is used for research projects like this. We're done with the adult at this point. We've done all the measurements that we need, checked him over, make sure he's in good health. Now we'll take him back and put him back underneath the rock that we got him out from a few minutes ago.
For most of us, 2020 has been a very challenging year, but it's been a very productive year in the outdoors. We're already planning new adventures for 2021. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.